Hello everyone. The key to success is to focus our conscious mind on things we desire, not things we fear. So with this positive thought in mind, welcome to my channel Ganit Gyan Simplified. Today we will be learning exercise 6.1 from question number 21 onwards. So let's begin. The first question in the league comes as the question you can see is on the board which says Ravi obtained, so let me highlight 75 marks in first two tests. Find the minimum marks he should get in the third test to have an average of 60 marks, right? So we will say, let the marks scored in the third test be X. So this will be the statement which everybody will write. Let the marks scored in third test be X. Then we will say the average we know is the sum of observation divided by the number of observation, which is 3 over here. So sum of all the 3 tests divided by the number of observations, which is 3. So we'll write it here. The question further says, to have an average of at least 60 marks. It means the minimum mark should be 60. This average can be more than 60 as well, or it can be equal, right? So what we will do, we will further solve it quickly. So this will be 145 plus x greater than equal to 180, right? So this will give me x is greater than equal to 35 if I take it to the other side and solve. So over here the question says, what is the minimum mark? So minimum marks we will say is 35, right? So let's quickly move on to the next question. So the next question says, what we have to receive a A grade, one must score an average of 90 marks. So let's highlight the question over here. So average is 90 marks of 5 subjects. The marks in 4 subjects are given. So we have to find the marks obtained in the fifth examination, right? So exactly on the same line with the difference that here we have 5 subjects instead of 3. So if we find the average, the sum will be divided by 5. So let's quickly do it. So we will again say let the marks obtained be X. So we will write 87 plus 92 plus 94 plus 95 plus X. This whole divided by 5 is greater than equal to 90. Okay, so let's quickly add it up. So this will be 7 plus 2, 9 plus 4, 13 plus 5, 18. So 8 and 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. So 4 times, so it's 36 plus X. This is greater than equal to 450, right? So this will be X is greater than equal to 450 minus 368. So this will be 2. This will be 8. So 82 greater than equal to 82. So if the question says the minimum marks will be 82, right? So let's move on to the next question quickly. So over here, let's highlight that particular question as well. So you can read till that time. The question says, find all pairs of consecutive odd positive integers. So we have consecutive word and odd positive integers, both of which are smaller than 10 and their sum is more than 11. So since the numbers are odd, I'll take let the numbers be x plus 1 and x plus 3. So it will make sure that the numbers are odd, right? So what it says consecutive, that is why I've taken it like this. Had it been 3, I would have taken x plus 5. I can take x minus 1, x minus 3 as well, right? So the question says both of which are smaller than 10. So both of them are smaller than 10 such that their sum. So what is the sum? So it will be 2x plus 4 is more than 11, right? So over here, if I solve this up, if I solve this particular thing, I'll get x is less than 9, right? If I solve this particular thing, I'll get x is less than 7, right? So if I solve this particular thing, let's see what I'll get. I'll get 2x greater than 7. So x is greater than 7 by 2, which is 3.5. So how we will decide what is the range of x? What is the answer? So let's begin. So what we will say, we will just draw a number line. We will have a number line. So we will say over here, I'll have in my number line 3.5. I'll arrange it. Then I'll have 7. Then I'll have 9, right? So x is greater than means it is like this. Then x is smaller than 7. It means it is this. X is smaller than 9. It means it is this way. So what is the common part that we are getting in the all these lines. This is the particular common part. So I'll say my x, will say our x is in between over here. X is greater than 3.5 and it is less than 7, right? So we will write it as, we will say our x is, x can take values as 4, 5 and 6. So what were the numbers? X plus 1 and x plus 3. So I'll say the numbers are 5, 6 and 7. But we were looking for only odd numbers. So I'll not take this. Similarly, over here, I'll get x plus, this will be 7 and this will be 9. So what are the pairs of odd consecutive number? 5, 7 and 7, 9, right? So moving on to the next question. So we will just take care of this and moving on to the next question. We will say the question is, find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers such that their sum, which are larger than 5 and their sum is less than 23. So I'll say let the numbers be x. Each of them are larger than 5. So this is 5 and the other number will be x plus 2 since it is even number. So this is also greater than 5. If I solve this up, I'll get x, same, x is greater than 5. If I solve this up, I'll get x is greater than 3, right? Further moving on, we will say the sum. So what is the sum? X plus 2 is less than 23. So 2x is less than 21. So x is less than 10.5 if I divide it up. So here also we have a situation like in the previous question. So what we will do? We will just draw a number line like this and we will just plot the points. So we have 3, we have 5 and we have 10.5, right? So if we say we have x is greater than 5. So x is greater than 5 means arrow will be like this. X is greater than 3 means arrow will be like this over here. And x is less than 10.5. So arrow will be like this. So what is the common region? Common region is this. So it means x is greater than 5 and x is less than 10.5. So what are the values x can take? So x can take 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So what were the numbers that we had? One was x, the other number was x plus 2. So x plus 2 will be 8. We don't have to take odd numbers. So I'll just remove odd. So 6, 8, 8, 10 and 10, 12. So these are the pairs that we have. So this is how we will be solving this particular question, right? Moving on to question number 25. Let me highlight the question. The question says the longest side of the triangle is 3 times the shortest side. So the longest side is 3 times the shortest side. Now, the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. If the perimeter of the triangle is at least 61, find the minimum length of the shortest side. So what the question says over here, so everything is depending on the, as we can, if we reread the question, we observe everything depends on what? The shortest side. So what we will say? We will say let the shortest side be x. So you can write let the shortest side be x. Now the longest side, the question says is 3 times the shortest side. So it will be 3x. The third side, it says is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. So it is shorter, it means we have to subtract so that we get the third side. So this is what the question says. Then perimeter means sum of all the sides since it is a triangle. So I'll just add up the sum. It will come out to be this. Now this is at least 61. So at least 61 means it is minimum 61. This sum can be more than 61 as well, right? So let's quickly solve. 3 plus 3 is 6 plus x, 7x minus is greater than. This will go to the other side. So 63. So x is greater than equal to 9, right? So what is the minimum length of the shortest side? It is 9, right? So let's move on to the next question. So what is the next question? So next question says, you can read, it is here on the screen, which says, let me highlight, a man wants to cut 3 lengths from a single piece of board of length 91 centimeter. The second length is to be 3 centimeter longer than the shortest and the third length is to be twice as long as the shortest, right? So what if we read what we interpret, that again here everything depends on the shortest length. So we will say let the shortest length be x. All right. So shortest length is x, the second length. So I'll write it as second length. So what is the second length? 3 centimeter longer than the shortest. So it is longer means I'll add. Then third length is what? Twice as long as the shortest. So it is 2x. Now what are the possible lengths of the shortest board? Shortest board, we have to find the length. If the third piece, what is the third piece? 2x is at least 5 centimeter. This is at least means minimum 5 centimeter more than the second length. So 5, this is the second length. It is more than that. So I'll just add 5 to it. It is at least. So it can be more than that. So we will just put this particular sign. If I solve it up, this will be x greater than or equal to 8. One more thing that we have to keep in mind over here, this 91. The total length of the board piece is 91. So all the three pieces will be either equal to 91 or less than 91 if I sum up all the three pieces. So what will I get? I'll get x plus 3 plus 2x. This will be less than equal to 91 because we cannot move more than 91, right? So this is 91, right? So what we observe over here, that if I sum up, I'll just get x plus 2x as 4x. This is less than equal to 91 minus 3 will be 88. So x is less than equal to 22, right? So what we can sum, we can say that x is greater than equal to 8 and x is less than equal to 22. It means the question was asking us to find the possible lengths of the shortest board. So it can be anywhere from 8 including 8 till 22, any centimeter, right? So with this, keep on practicing question number 21 to 26. Stay at home, stay healthy.